behind closed doors, but pretend they hate them or disagree on camera or with other people. You write that you've effed Trevor Wallace, LeGarrette Blunt. Wait, hold on.
LeGarrette.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Okay, no idea.
Who's that?
And then you also write, you follow this up, you've been asked to rim these athletes.
Oh my God.
Why would you even say that? Who said that?
Rim these athletes
Who are we
that are
talking about?
low-key gay but pretend they're not.
Why are you outing them?
A lot of them.
You?
No, a lot of the athletes pretend that they're like super straight, but then they only want stuff done to their dirty
bunghole.
star. Yeah.
Damn.
Why would you say that though? If you're out here sleeping with like high level people, why would you even break confidentiality and be like, yeah, I licked that guy's asshole? Like, doesn't that just make you like
I
a
didn't
bitch?
sign an NDA.
There was no NDA.
No.
That might
Wait, That
doesn't matter.
hinder
It's-
other
it's
people.
general-
wanting
Yeah, but
to
if you
listen.
come to my house and you shit your pants because you got so drunk, I didn't sign an NDA, but I'm probably not going to go on the internet and be like, this dumb bitch shit her pants.
Yeah.
You could.
You don't feel
I
bad?
never have, but no. I mean, I feel bad for the wives at home that have these married men who
Why?
are paying for me.
Oh, they have wives.
If you
Yeah.
feel bad for them, then why are you
fuck
sleeping them?
You don't feel that bad.
Right.
I mean, I
Why
don't know
you-
this till later, but my point being, like, they're the ones paying me and seeking out me.
Why
So
do
as
you
long as there's
think?
money involved.
I say
Why do you
take
think
the
it's
points
your
and
right
just
to out
not.
somebody like that?
Yeah.
Why?
Especially,
Why
like,
do they find it their right
You're
to
like
cheat on their
outing
wife?
somebody.
They took care of you though. You
care of me
entered
how?
you entered a confidentiality agreement whenever
No, we
you
didn't.
decided to take money from that person.
I didn't take money from
You
those
entered
men.
a contract of respect.
I didn't take money
of
from those men.
general human respect for somebody.
I didn't
To
take
go
money from
on
those
a show
men.
like this. Sorry, it's very upsetting to go on a show like this and name names.
Yeah.
And then talk about like the things that you guys did behind closed doors in which he paid you to keep that secret.
They didn't
I
pay
hope
me.
you get sued, actually.
Yeah. Either
I
way.
think that's a pretty
Did they
vile
pay you?
thing to do.
One, I didn't get paid.
Even if you didn't
Two,
get paid,
I
a lot
didn't
of the
sign
guys
an
paying you
agreement.
That makes
aren't
it
going to want
worse.
to sleep with you
No.
now.
And
you were getting paid if you were doing
just-
stuff with all these high level people.
They're all
They're
going to
not
leave.
even
They're
that
not going
high
to be your
level.
clients anymore.
My
just
point
lost
being,
so much
they're not
clientele,
even
girl.
that high level. But at the same time, like, first off, I didn't get paid. Yeah,
suck.
I know. We listen and we don't judge has totally left the room because it's
I
just
totally I
biased
judge.
depending on who you like in here. So, anyways,
I judge.
No, but the point
Everybody
being,
judges.
if I didn't get paid, I didn't sign a confidentiality agreement, and that person and I like. I just don't like the double standard where it's like.
Wait, she didn't even specify who the athletes
Yes, she
are.
did. She named names.
named
Yes, she
names.
did.
Yeah, but she didn't say that those specific guys were the low-key gay ones that she
She
rim
implied
jobbed?
it.
No,
But she
that's
implied
that's
it.
different one.
Is that the,
Yeah.
that is the implication?
Yes, Brian.
I don't know.
Do you want to work with
I don't
anybody
even know
ever
who
again?
the fuck is Lajarette. Who the fuck is Lajarette? Am I saying his name right?
Big enough for her to name drop
Google
him, I
him.
guess.
Somebody will look it up.
Lajarette Blunt. I don't know who the fuck. I don't know who it
It's
is.
LeGarrette Blunt.
I just think it's funny
LeGarrette.
that you are now all like,
Who the fuck is that guy?
we don't listen. We listen and we don't judge. When like my first impression of you was outside when you and your friend, in between talking about what kind of plastic surgery y'all want, you were talking about how shitty this podcast is. It's just a dumb podcast. How
Damn.
shitty Brian is.
Oh.
And now you want to sit here and be like,
okay,
we
all right.
listen and we don't judge. Do you understand the implications of like? Essentially outing somebody on the internet? I feel like it should be illegal because especially if you look within the black community, homophobia is so rampant where it actually ends in like acts of violence.
Yes.
So I don't even know who you just name dropped, but number one, you just fucked your chances of ever getting a big name client. But number two, your actions could have indirectly caused harm to come to somebody else. And I just want to
You
know,
don't think
like,
that their actions cause indirect harm to
You-
their
you
family by
literally-
hiring a girl?
you
or
took
even
money
just
from
sleeping
them.
with
You
somebody?
are
And you
on
literally
no
stated
moral high
that
ground.
they
But
are keeping this stuff secret.
also, I want to clear the air because where were you outside? Because it wasn't you out there
Wait.
talking to us.
Stop. Hold on.
yeah, we can't be
Hold on.
talking
Hold on.
specifics. about
Don't
that.
talk.
No, I'm not going to talk about location.
Specifics.
I'm not
We
going to talk
won't.
about
Okay,
location.
go ahead.
I'm saying, like, I have Lucy Lotus, who was with me last time, was on the phone, and I was talking to her, and I never even talked about this podcast at all.
I don't know
during
what
that phone
that has to do with
conversation.
anything I just
what
said.
you just said, because you just made a blatant lie trying to say that I was talking
You
badly
were
about the
talking
podcast.
shit. Lindsay, I thought we were homies.
That's
Lindsay.
my point.
I thought we were
Lucy
Caucasians.
Lotus and
Why
I
you
love the
talking
show.
shit?
Okay, so that
Why
didn't
you
happen.
talking shit,
No,
bro?
Lucy,
when your
Lucy was
friend-
supposed to
What
be
the
here
fuck,
with
Lindsay?
me. Lucy wanted
You
to
want
see
the
you
smoke?
again. I know.
So
You want the smoke?
No,
when
we
your
don't.
friend with the
we're
Botox
good.
comes out,
Anyways.
she's gonna deny that, right? That was never said. I'm just making it up. I just came on this podcast to lie.
You are welcome to reach out to Lucy Lotus.
I don't know who that is.
No, she's saying when you
Your
guys were
friend
waiting
with the
earlier,
Botox, when she comes out and I ask her, she's gonna have the. She's listening, so she probably will back you up. But
I honestly was standing right there and I don't
heard
even
one of you
remember,
say it.
so I can't help you.
I don't know if it was her or the other girl, but I did hear
it
one
was all of
them
them.
say
It was all three of them. Thank you.
Wait,
I was there.
Snitch.
I don't recall.
Chloe.
I was like, I was
What were they saying?
standing there,
Tell me what
like-
they were saying. So
I
what
was
did they
talking about
say?
how
What did they
scared
talk
I
shit
was.
about me?
Like-
Tell me about what they said about me. I want to know.
My whole point is you can't come on here and be like, listen
Okay.
and don't judge when you were like judging before you even came in here.
So judgmental, Lindsay. You are so
Let's keep the same
judgmental.
energy.
He feels
I know.
judged.
You
Really
know what?
rude.
I totally am.
See in his
can't
face.
believe-
It's okay.
Tisk, tisk.
I can't.
At the end of the
believe
day, I'm
you
still
would
fed and
say
go
mean
home.
things
I don't
about me.
care.
At the end of the
believe she
day,
would say
I
mean
still
things.
spread my legs for money, so who cares?
Yeah, you know, it's some disgusting cats I'm gonna die with. So yeah.
I think it's kind of messed up though that you're judging the men for sleeping on their wives when you take money for sex.
That makes you worse. Taking money
How
from
can you
sex,
judge them for that when you're doing something that is arguably about on the same level? It's all adultery.
Yeah.
Okay, but hang on. You said that they didn't pay you. Is
Yeah,
that correct?
the ones that I mentioned there,
wanted to
I did
know
not
the
get
facts.
paid for.
No, I'm not talking about
One.
them. I'm saying in general, you've been saying, oh, these men are pieces of crap
you're saying
because
it's
they
on the
cheat on their
same level
wives
of
with me.
But you're saying it's on the same level of adultery, but I'm not in a committed relationship, and I don't
Adultery
know
doesn't
that they're
just
married
necessarily
before
mean
I
a
meet up with
committed
them.
relationship. Years ago, like for a long time, adultery meant sleeping with anybody outside of being married.
Okay, so
And
we
on
can
top of
accuse
that,
almost every man of that.
You take money for it. You're not on like a higher moral ground than those men.
I'm not saying I am, but, you're
when
trying
going,
to attack just
when
the
you're
women.
saying they deserve it because they cheat on their wives, you are putting them below you. You are saying you are worse than me because you cheat on your wife.
No, if anything, I'd say be smarter and make people sign NDAs for sure.
But the way,
So cheat
what
on
you
your
just,
wives.
what you were just,
do it
that's
smart.
not what you said.
I
You
mean, they're gonna
said
do
these
that
men are
anyways,
horrible.
regardless
cheat on
if
their
it's an
wives
escort or not.
80%
You're still gonna
of
get
the
cheated on.
80% of the OnlyFans
Do you realize how
subscriber
much
men
harder
are
it would
married.
be? Do you realize how much
that?
harder it would be for those men to cheat on their wives if no women were willing to sleep with them?
But wait, what?
That doesn't even make
What?
an argument.
if-
'cause
yes,
it's
it does.
the
If
man
there
gonna
was-
cheat.
if women,
yeah, a man's
He gonna
cheat.
find the
No,
woman
how about-
that's
how about-
willing.
No,
Okay,
if
it's
women
not
were
even- it's not
chaste
even
until
just women.
marriage,
It's not even just
the
women.
men would not be sleeping and cheating on their wives.
It's not
They
even
wouldn't
just
have to find
women.
one.
What about the animals who get abused? The children.
animals.
That's
They would
not
just
what we're
fuck other
talking
guys.
about.
No, but I'm
What are
saying
you
you're
talking
trying to say
about?
like, oh, if we weren't here for them to sleep with, they would just be honorable. They would be loyal.
They wouldn't be able
they'd
to find a woman to
celibate.
sleep with if the
You're right,
women
so then
weren't
they
willing
fuck
to
something
sleep with
else.
them.
They would get homie head
That's
instead,
literally
girl.
why
What you
sex
talking
was
about?
made. That's
Wife,
why
then.
like we have
So
abusive
why are you going
children
to
and
help them
animals.
cheat on their wives?
I'm
If
not
it bothers you
helping.
that
I'm not
they
helping
do.
them with anything. They sought out me.
You're there to do it. If there was no women available to do
so,
it,
Okay, so
there
but
wouldn't be
put this
doing
into
it.
perspective.
fuck
Put
a
this
man.
into perspective, okay? So are you also, do you think that if you criminalize something, that
I'm not
everybody's
saying
just gonna,
criminalize
No,
it.
no, no. But hold on. If you think that you're going to criminalize something, that everybody's just going to stop doing it.
I'm not saying criminalizing it. I didn't bring up anything.
But then what's your
about it.
solution?
For
Can
women
we get
to
back the
decide
main
as a
question?
whole in the society that it's better for society if women don't open their legs and sleep
And what
with
do you
every
think's
single
going to
man.
happen?
Okay, hey,
Then the men won't have women to cheat.
And that, what? They're just going to be celibate? They're not going to find anything else?
They might find something else, but I think
Yeah, they
I
do
think-
find something else.
I think
they do.
I
It's
think that
children.
society-
It's animals. It's
No,
Wait,
if men,
what?
no,
Pull up the
No.
statistics. I don't have to speak about it.
I'm not going to let you imply that if men aren't sleeping with somebody, they're going to go sleep with children. That's not.
There
a
were
thing.
men that shot up
That's
schools.
so ridiculous.
There were men who shot
No.
up schools because
Okay,
they
so
said they
because
were.
they're not sleeping with somebody, they're going to go shoot up schools? No, that's ridiculous.
Keep talking.
How did we get here?
Okay, all
Brian?
she's
Wait.
saying.
I lost the thread.
I want your point and I want her point.
Men are able to cheat on their wives because there are women available to do it with. If the
Okay.
women were not doing that, the men would not be cheating on their
Yes,
wives.
they would. Yes, they would.
Yeah, they would.
They would, though.
You're
They
so
would, though.
naive.
With who? Who
Maybe
are-
not an escort, but some lady at a bar.
No.
Willing women.
Oh, they would do it with the hedge of HR at a Coldplay concert.
If all women in society decided we are not going to sleep with men unless they marry us,
Okay, then we create an incel culture.
no, you
then they
create a
grape
culture
you.
where men actually work to earn it.
Then they
And
grape
respect
you.
your
Trans women a loophole.
No, but you're giving men morals that they don't have.
You-
Wait, what?
But if you start
No, the
acting-
ones who would do
it's not
this.
giving them morals, it's forcing that on them. It's taking
You
away
can't
the
force
option.
that. They graped women in
You're
the
not-
past when you
yes,
couldn't have
and what
sex
is
before
that makes
marriage.
that man a piece? That makes that man a piece of crap.
Right, and that's a lot of them.
Yeah, and they're a lot less likely to do that.
She's
When
trapped
they have
you
it available.
You're
which
not
is what
understanding at
this
all what I'm
does.
saying.
because she's
Because you're
doing-
naive.
No,
No.
I am not naive. You are.
Okay, wait. I can help you. You are good at mental gymnastics, right? You're like Andrew Tate. You'll
Yeah, I was
say
on a
something,
debate team, and my mom
you'll
worked
be
in
like, "Well, you're not
politics,
that
so
good
yes.
at it." So, B minus. What did you get? Like,
I know,
this is
I know.
not-
I can't imagine that you were mad about how much money I make, but it's like just because you didn't make that doesn't mean other girls
Nobody's
can't.
mad about how much
I
you
made
make.
1.8 million.
8
Thank
million?
you.
Over, like,
and I
what,
didn't
10
sleep with
years?
one person to do it. You're good at mental gymnastics, right? So she'll say something, and you'll be like, "Well, men fuck dogs." What she's trying to say is, you cannot sell crack and then be like, "Well, fuck these crackheads." You are contributing to men.
I'm
no,
not
listen,
saying fuck
no,
these
please,
crackheads
you are because
or
you're saying
these
fuck
men.
these cheaters.
Yeah.
But you are taking money.
No, because
so
you're
they
trying to
cheat on
say
you.
these poor men.
Nobody
saying
said these
that.
poor
You
men.
did.
Nobody
Oh,
said
you
these poor
exposed
men.
these
Girl,
men,
I
these
need a
poor
minute.
men.
Nobody said these poor men.
Nobody
You
said
are you are not logically thinking this through. If society as a whole, if all of the women in the whole world decided, hey, we
Okay,
aren't going.
that's never gonna happen.
Let me
It-
finish.
this is a convoluted
Let me
conversation.
finish.
It
Let me
doesn't make
finish,
sense.
please.
Go ahead.
It might not make sense, but
Okay.
there is a lot less cheating happening if there is no women available to cheat with.
There will always be women to cheat with. You're
And-
coming up with a society
no.
that doesn't fucking exist, though. You're,
I feel like it's kind of
you're coming
impossible
up,
to ever
you're coming up
exist.
with an ideal or a
You're
conversation
missing the
that
point. You are making it so available and so easy that it is degrading society as a whole.
available and so easy that every guy that wants to cheat on his wife is going to come do that with
Not
me.
you specifically,
cheat
but
too. It's
women
not
in
just
general.
men.
Women being open for that in general is degrading society as a
A
whole.
man deciding to cheat on his wife is not the same as him coming to me, a professional who puts herself out there as a professional online for this type of work and paying me for a service.
I'm not- if
That
he's-
is not my fault.
If he's married,
that the
it's.
men are
I'm not
fucking
saying it's your fault.
staying with their wives.
I'm
or
not
cheating on their
saying it's
wives
your
because
fault.
I exist.
I'm not saying it's your fault.
Like-
No, not because you exist. It's because you're out there putting your legs open.
I'm not out there putting my legs
There's a market for cheaters. So if there's a market in a capitalist society, men are going to pay into that
There's
if they
a
really
mar-
want
okay.
that. There's a market for everything, correct? Drugs, sex.
I
But you
feel
making it
I'm-
available in that market is
I
the
feel
reason
I'm-
why there's a lot of cheaters, perhaps.
I feel I'm falling flat on the concept that you were bringing up of if all women in the world didn't open their legs for men, there'd be less cheaters. Fucking duh. Yes, you got it. Aces. Like, but that's not a world that will ever exist.
No, but the less women there are doing it, the harder you make it for a man to cheat.
Okay,
the less cheating is going to happen.
If we're talking
Why
about
are
that,
they
let's
cheating,
talk
though?
about Japan or China and their
Why are they cheating? That's what
like
you need
the
to talk
issue
about,
of there being
not
too
that we
many men
exist.
because all the women left, and now they are literally hiring people from the U.S. to come in and make babies.
They didn't
so
all.
that they
The
can
women
keep their
didn't
population up.
leave. The women didn't leave. They have a birth rate crisis.
Because they were killing all the women at one
Because
point.
the women-
because the women are there. Yeah,
There's a
Good ad. That was a
birth
political
rate
decision.
problem.
Well,
the women didn't.
I'm going to redirect this
Okay,
a
yeah,
little bit
yeah.
here, but who you said that you effed Trevor Wallace? Is he an athlete?
He's a comedian,
He's like a TikToker.
Oh,
and that's pretty. He's a comedian. That's kind of messed up for you to even put that
Like,
out here, honestly.
He doesn't care, and I
actual
love him.
statement that started this whole conversation was that you said big time athletes or whatever who are closeted in their sexual interests and fantasies, and then you name them. They're still in those things.
Wait, can you read
Would
the
read it
statement
again, please?
I don't think
she
named any.
wrote that she's been asked to rim these athletes that are low key gay, but pretend they're not.
Yeah,
That's what
they're
she
literally
wrote.
pretending they're not for a
But
reason.
did they ask you like
Are they
and
black?
to
'Cause I
pay
heard
you
black people
for
come
it?
up.
Because you said that they didn't pay you.
Okay,
Well,
I'm going to
all
make
right.
this very clear. The two names I put
Putting
in
anybody out
there
could cause problems.
are not the men who are closeted. But the two men I named were men that I slept with and was not paid for and did not sign any confidential agreement for.
I just
But
think it's
but it was a
inappropriate.
consensual, fun experience. But yet online and virtually and in public, these men like to pretend that they can't associate with our industry,
Well, why
even though
would
they are
you
behind
come
closed
on a
doors
big
all the time.
platform
So
and talk
Yeah,
about
just-
people specifically. You could have just.
why would you
could have
talk about
not
the stuff
said
you're
names.
doing?
She didn't name names though.
I know, but you're out on the
She got
street
the client's
fucking a
private.
guy with a
Literally
strap
named-
on,
no,
and you're gonna
you-
then judge
yeah,
me
yeah,
for what I'm
Tell you
doing.
guys anything about
100?
my personal life, because the internet doesn't need to
I'll pull
know.
it.
I'll give you the gist, but like saying like I honestly like, I don't think it was like appropriate to go as hardcore onto you and your past relationships and stuff.
Anyways,
because,
we have a super chat related to this, though. Psycho Mantis 831, thank you for the super chat. By her own logic, she's providing a service to people who would otherwise essay children and animals. Can we ask her how she feels about giving pleasure to monsters? Because your position is, if these men didn't go to you for sexual release, they would then commit these crimes. So you're
is so
you're
messed up
then
to say.
sexually servicing these monsters or predators.
No, that's not the statement I made. The statement I made was in response to what she said, which was a statement claiming, you know, if there were not any women in the world who would open their legs to men until they got married, that it would not happen, that there would not be, you know, adultery in society. But that's just not true.
Not that it
because-
wouldn't happen, there would be a lot less of it. If it's a lot harder for them to access, there's a lot less of it. And you responded with, what about the animals and the children?
Yeah, you did say.
Which is
Because
just
what I'm saying
beyond
is-
messed up to
because what I'm
imply that that's what
saying
men are
is-
going to do if they're not getting sex.
Yeah.
Because what I'm saying is, in a
Goats are in
society,
trouble, bro.
Protect the goats.
Lock the goats. Lock up your goats.
because what I'm
The
saying,
goat fuckers are
I mean-
running loose. The goat fuckers are running wild.
Oh my god.
These poor OnlyFans girls, we ban OnlyFans and the goats. You got to sell your goat stocks.
Oh my god.
They're about to get all kinds of
You gotta get extra electric fencing.
shit.
What were you saying? Like, what
Yeah,
point
what
were you
is the
trying to
point
arrive
about the
at?
kids and the animals.
what I was saying was, I'm not saying all men or anything like that, but what I'm saying is there are men who assault those, you know,
It's not-
those things.
It's all men
and so
until
to,
it's no men.
And so to argue that men would be so honorable that they wouldn't cheat, you know, more if there were women not available is just invalid, because there's men committing
Invalid.
sexual acts to
So invalid.
No, that's
other
true.
things as well.
I can agree with
So-
her there. The people that are going to go out and diddle goats are going to diddle
They're
goats.
going to do it whether or not there's
looking for
women sleeping with them.
Okay,
They're doing it because that's what they want to do, not
I-
because they can't get a woman necessarily.
I also
What about the
don't think
monkeys?
that, like,
Are the
just because
monkeys
of-
at risk?
But at
I'ma
the
get
same
me a
time, you can't be like, I
chimpanzee.
need to
Mostly
sell
cats
people
and dogs.
crack.
A baboon.
So that I can fend
That baboon pussy off the chain. Oh, God. What?
That's the line of the night right there.
Dave Chappelle.
Brian, no.
I love Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle has a joke on this. Look,
Oh my
once
God, I love
you
Dave Chappelle.
once you get some monkey pussy, you're out of the human pussy game. Once you done fucked a monkey, you can't fuck a chimp on Tuesday and fuck Doreen on Thursday. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. You're out of the human pussy game for good.
Was that due to monkeypox? Because at some point, monkeypox was a thing, and that
Somebody
was because of
definitely
like that was because
Probably
of
how
like
some
gay
shit
activity.
started.
Was it
I
not?
did
That's
hear
kinda
that
like-
was
People
how it
fucking.
started.
I don't actually know.
That's a fun fact.
right.
That's
Don't
all
get too
STDs
excited, but
started
in
as.
This
Charleston,
video
Right,
is now
dude.
there
being
is a
Animal
goat
sex.
island and a monkey island.
We've stepped over
Sorry.
the scene.
So if you're into that, go to
dark,
Charleston.
dark rabbit
Guys, one at a time, one at a time. Y'all over talking to each other. Easy being breezy. Don't worry, guys. All these OF3FOs are going to be replaced by AI chatbots and sex robots in a few years, and they won't have a job anymore, and we won't have to worry about dudes doing dogs. Oh, look at that. There you go.
This conversation got so dark so
so
fast.
Yeah, the AI